Hey, Tracy Lewis from Stuff and Things. I just have a really quick postage update. I went and bought postage, which I only do a couple times a year, and I wanted to review, for those of you who aren't very fluent in the different postage options for mailing a card, and we're talking kind of the fatter cards that might be lumpy and bumpy. I've already done in the past a series of these. I think this is maybe the third or fourth one, and I've talked about the 1/4 inch max thickness. You also need to keep your card less than 1 ounce. So I try to keep mine, even my thick ones, at no more than 0.9. And I do have a scale. You can buy scales for really cheap on Amazon or on eBay. And I just have a food scale. It's very low profile and very small, and it does all of my mailing weights because it actually goes up pretty heavy for anything that I mail that's heavier. So I'm just going to walk really quick through the current postage options for mailing cards. First off, you have your typical forever stamp. They are currently at 55 cents a piece. What I find is they don't put any of the dollar amounts on stamps anymore because you get to use them forever for the purpose that they are used for. So this is your typical mailing stamp at 55 cents. This is what's called, it says, non-machinable surcharge. It is a 70-cent stamp currently. This replaces your typical forever stamp, and it has the extra postage for hand stamping or being non-machinable. And what that is for is a card that is under 1 ounce. It is less than 1/4 inch thick, and it is lumpy and bumpy so that it would have problems going through the stamp machine. So you put this stamp on in place of this. So the regular forevers get replaced by a non-machinable surcharge. Right now I tend to buy the butterflies. Right now there are 2 colors of butterflies. To keep it straight, I went ahead and wrote, I actually had asked the postmaster when I was there getting these what the current amounts were, because I knew I wanted to do this quick video. So I have written the amounts. Those are only applicable for as long as the current rates apply. But if the non-machinable surcharge rate goes up because the forever goes up, it doesn't matter. You will still always be able to use these butterfly stamps for the non-machinable surcharge, which is for hand canceling because it's too lumpy and bumpy. All right, so this is another option. I always buy something. I don't want birthday. I just want something fun and festive for non-Christmas stamps, and this is the one that I have been using. It is a 55 cent. It says very faintly that it's a forever, so it would also take the place of your typical flag stamp if you were doing a card that was very flat, under 1 ounce, no lumps or bumps, and under 1/4 inch thick. You would put this on solo in place of the flag. The fine thing about using your phone as a camera and video maker is if somebody texts you, it stops the video. So anyhow, I was talking about this additional ounce stamp that is a 15-cent stamp. I have a full sheet of them. It is a stamp that I tend to use in combination with either the Celebrate, see, because combined they're 70 cents, or with the flag stamp. It would be used for a lumpy and bumpy card under 1 ounce and less than 1/4 inch thick. And I used this combination, say, for the 4th of July this year. This is what I mailed for everybody. So I do try to have my stamps be somewhat meaningful for whatever season I am mailing. And I then have, for example, this is a card that's going out today, which actually reminded me that I wanted to do this quick video. So this is an example of a card that's lumpy and bumpy. You can see that I feel all sorts of lumps and bumps. It's got some dimensionals for different die cuts. It has sequins. It has a knot for my baker's twine. And so this particular one I have put on just the butterfly to send to the person because I know that even though it is a male person who's receiving it, they would love a butterfly. So, for a quick recap, you have, for a lumpy bumpy card, you can get the butterflies. I've never asked if they have other non-machinable surcharge. You can go, usually the post office, if it's a bigger post office, I have also found that they have more options for stamps. The very small post offices will have fewer options for you. So this is the 70-cent lumpy bumpy. There's the 55 centers come in some different themes. These are just your regular stamps. If you do need to not use the butterflies, this is your extra 1 ounce, 15 cents, that gets combined with either the flag or celebrate. And I have no holiday stamps left from last year. I will always go and get a Christmas stamp, and I may even, this year I am going to do Thanksgiving cards. I did them 3 years ago, didn't do them last year, and I've already purchased from the holiday catalog my Thanksgiving set that I'm going to use, stamp set, and I will see if they have any fall stamps available, and then I'll also seek out Christmas themed stamps when the time comes. And I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching.